I'm beginning to understand. I am, you know. That British fishermen are gullible. They voted for their Brexit. What they get? They got their exit. They're losing 100 boats a year now because of Brexit. Many of these boats are being destroyed because of Brexit. Partly because of the Trade Cooperation Agreement. Well, British fishermen are still complaining, they are. Still moaning, whinging and whining because of the so-called foreigners coming in here, stealing our fish and shagging our women. Well, they haven't seen no benefits of Brexit yet, have they? No. In fact, it's having a negative effect on their industry. Now, I've talked in many videos before regarding the live bivalve molluscs and what have you, the mussels and oysters and what have you, and how we can't actually sell them abroad because we can't depurate them, basically a colonic for the fish. Because the way they actually feed, you see, they're filter feeders. They suck in the sea and take all the little particles of shit, and they get stuck in their system. So they have to be depurated. They have to be flushed through. Otherwise, you'll be eating shit as well as drinking it these days. Now, sorry I've been a bit vulgar, but it's just fact, isn't it? You know, some things just have to be said as it is. Well, NAFTA, which is the crikey. New Under 10 Fishermen's Association. Well, they shut down last month. And the reason for that was mainly because they haven't got the memberships to keep themselves running. No, because the industry's in demise. It's disappearing. Partly because of Brexit. No, imagine mainly because of Brexit, because we can't even sell our fish. Hello, Wally. What are you doing there, boy? Got my little Wally. Oh, there, boy. There you go. Go on there. There you go. Yeah. See, you wouldn't vote for Brexit, would you, Wally? No. You're a good fellow, aren't you? Yeah. Well, there's an article in the BBC. Fishermen were sold down the river by Brexit. They really wanted it, though, didn't they? They campaigned hard, they did. They were aggressive with it. And now it's bit them in the ass. It really has. You see, you can't export these live bivalve molluscs into the EU without depurating them. Unless you land them directly in the EU if you've got permission to do so. No. And you can't depurate them in the UK because by the time they get to the EU, France in general, or Spain or whatever, and, well, quite frankly, they're dead. They started rotting. So the shelf life is no good. A bit like your food that is going limp as soon as you open the packet in the UK because it's coming from further afield. It's no longer coming from the EU. Much of it isn't. It's travelling long distances. You know that lettuce, that beet Liz Truss, that lettuce wouldn't stand a chance now. It'd be gone in 2 days. Well, not 44. It was 44, whatever it was, Liz Truss. Anyway, a Cornish fisherman was whinging and whining. Yeah. This Cornish fisherman, he voted for Brexit. Surprise, surprise. Like many of the fishermen, like the guy who sold their glass eels and who was paraded around by Nigel Farage. Like Ian Perks, fishmonger. His business is struggling now. And now he says, no, I won't vote for Brexit now. If I had another go, I'd vote to remain, he says. Or return to the EU. Too late for that, though. Brexit has scuppered the UK in so many ways. I say the UK because Scotland's been taken down with it. No wonder they want to leave. Okay, there's less now than there was who want independence in Scotland, but they're still there. Still, a high percentage of the population, and I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. They've been ruled by a shire of shit, literally. Luckily, their water is not privatised. It's not all about the profit margins. It's about providing service and upgrading the infrastructure. People in Devon, there's hundreds of cases now of people in Devon who've been drinking poop. Cryptosporidium, a parasite. Yeah, gives you gut rot. Never trust a fart. Look, Grandpa, you sharted. That's pretty much what will happen if you're not careful. The trots. Sorry to be, how to put it, graphic, but it's true. Well, unfortunately for these poor souls, these fishermen who sold down the river because of Brexit, such as this geezer here, right? Well, a Cornish MP, Steve Double, raised the issue in Parliament this week, just gone, saying that the under 10 metre boats was in decline and we're losing around 100 vessels a year. Former director of the NAFTA, which disbanded last month, because like I say, said foreign-owned boats just scoop up all the fish, he says. Have they worked out yet that fish are migratory? They don't stay put, you know. No. They travel miles and miles, shoals of fish. They go miles and miles and miles out of British waters. They occasionally pop back. Oh. They're still going to get fished, you see, just different times of year. Different climates. You say they go for different, when it's hot, they'll go to cooler waters, deeper waters. And obviously when they want to spawn and all that. Now, there's no effective catch limits for these boats, he says. So you've got this huge bunch of very powerful vessels fishing in uncontrolled ways in our waters. Really? What about that great big fishing vessel down south? Oh, crikey, what's it called now? Kirkstone or that giant flipping trawler, which is like a factory boat. Gets sucked in from the sea and then comes out in little packets. Can't remember what it's called now. Leave it in the comments down below. Martin Gilbert, who fishes mainly for shellfish, good luck with that one, at Anuki Harbour and voted for Brexit. Duh. But said that the current deal has sold us down the river. No. Brexit has sold you down the river. Nigel Farage has sold you down the river. Michael Gove has sold you down the river. And Alexander Boris DeFeffel Johnson has sold you down the river. You can't export your fish. So the poor bastards in the UK are literally getting E. coli. E. coli, yeah. There's been several cases, you know, of people eating live bivalve mollusks and ended up in hospital. Don't do it. Don't eat anything that is fished, especially live bivalve mollusks. Fish, it don't make a lot of difference. But actually, live bivalve mollusks, don't eat anything like that in the UK. If it's been fished in the UK. None of our waters are clean. I won't tell you they are, but they're not. Turds are also migratory, you know. They don't stay put. Tidal waters moves it from place to place. It won't be long before the French will be taking you to court for the turds that are ending up on the west coast of France. Okay, I know what you're going to say. They're sovereign turds. Well, if they're so sovereign, keep them on your waters. We don't want them here in France. No, we really don't. The lack of thinking. That's what I like to say. Those who voted for Brexit really did not think it through. Instead of trying to fix what they consider as broken, they just say, well, I don't know. We'll just pull the rug out from, I don't know, coaching horses through it all, I suppose. And it should destroy all the good things that we had. No government is going to care about a tiny percentage of the population, of the GDP. I mean, tiny, such as fishing. No government is. All they're going to legislate for is to protect our coastline from poop. Oh, no, I forgot about that one. Oh, no, actually, they don't, do they? I'm not going to read the rest of that. It's just pointless because these people just weren't thinking. They really weren't thinking. For me, it's bad enough that fishermen, especially the trawlers, are buggering up the seabed, literally destroying it to catch the fish. You know what beam trawling is, don't you? Basically, they drag a big beam across the seabed, destroying everything in its wake, just like so all the fish that are on the seabed end up coming up into the nets. That's what beam trawling is. So all the sea flora and all that sort of stuff, all the habitat for all the little other critters and what have you is destroyed. So I suppose really in hindsight, it's actually Brexit's a good thing if it destroys the fishing industry in the UK. But also further afield as well, I would have hoped, but no, it doesn't. Even though in the EU, we got the French fishermen, Spanish fishermen. And let's not forget about the Russian fishermen who are coming over into UK waters as well. They're all doing it. And you got Norway. Literally destroying the ecosystem. Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean to say it's not happening. Anyway, tell me what you think. Please leave in the comments down below. We need to change the way that we feed ourselves. That's what we need to do. How can we do that? Leave that in the comments down below. But please hit the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. Maybe a little bell icon. Because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. And maybe we can make a flippin' difference. Maybe we could plant a tree. Yeah, we're doing rewilding here in France. We're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. I've been busy with that, I have. And, it's a GoFundMe link down below. So if basically you could just contribute towards a tree. Any contribution is a contribution, no matter how small it is. And for your contribution, obviously we'll plant trees. And I'll make a sign to go with the trees. With your name on, or maybe in memory of a loved one, what have you. We're also making bat boxes and bird houses and what have you, as well as hedgehog houses and stuff, all sorts of stuff. Just give the animals. You probably hear the birds now. They're going crazy. We've become so many. It's gone crazy around here. The downside about the birds is they poop. Yeah. Anyway, time to go. Toodaloo, you know. Have a lovely day. Oh, by the way, live Sundays, 8:30. Every Sunday.